friends! Welcome to the stream. A huge thank you to Stonemaier Games for sponsoring today's stream. I appreciate it so, so much. I am working with Stonemaier Games, you guys probably already know, throughout 2025. We're gonna get right into this. We have this here, which is my mama and papa, which is Christine and Jay. Fun fact, it's kind of my parents. My mom's name's Christine and my dad's name is John. And I think his nickname was JJ or John Jr. So those are my parents there. My mama, Christine, gave me one of this here, which is the plant card, and then two of the winter cards. And then for my papa card, I do either get 2 additional coins, or I can put out my yoke, which I don't think I'm going to put out my yoke. Typically, I don't use my yoke, so I am not going to do that. I'm just going to give myself 2 additional coins, which I've already given myself. So I have a total of 7 coins in total. I have 2 smaller workers and my 1 grande worker, and I think we're ready to go. So to start off the round, I do get to pick where I go here. We are going to be playing over 7 rounds, and each of those 7 rounds, I have to pick a different one of these to go on. And I'm going to collect this little token here, which then I'm going to be allowed to use on a turn in order to gain the additional kind of bonus that is at that spot. So whenever I go to a spot, I do get whatever I go on to, but then let's say I went here, I would be able to spend one of those bonus tokens to then do this other bonus here, which is that I would be able to pick up an orange card. So that is how that works. And we're going to be playing, like I said, over 7 rounds. I'm going to be competing against an AI. So the AI starts at 25 victory points. I am playing on the easy mode, so I am going to be starting at 3 victory points. And in order to win the game, I have to get more victory points than the AI. I cannot get the same amount, I have to get more, and that will allow me to win the game. The AI is going to gain victory points based off of this area control map here as well at the end of the game, if I am not able to tie them or beat them in each of these regions. So some of them have 2, some of them have 1. So I have to strategically place out stars, which is going to be for these star icons here. I have to strategically place those out in order to kind of get rid of some of the additional victory points that they're going to be getting. Because as of right now, they are going to be getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 victory points. So I can use my 6 stars in order to get rid of some of those extra victory points that they're going to be getting. Which, like I said, I'm going to start off by choosing one of these. And I do want to look at what I have here. So I'm starting with a Pinot. So this is that I get a 1 red and a 1 white. And I do need the trellis to be built. So I do want to maybe build the trellis at some point. And then I also have the assessor, which this is when I play it. I gain 1 coin for each card in your hand, or discard your hand, minimum of 1 card, to gain 2 victory points. Oh, interesting. And this one is the Master Vintner, which is upgrade your cellar to the next level at a $2 discount, or age 1 of your wine and fill 1. So what I am thinking is I kind of want to get lots of cards off the bat, and I would love to get an order card so I know what I'm going for and have something to kind of reach for. So I'm going to take number 4 here. I'm going to get one of these bonus tokens that I can use at a later date, and I'm going to put that there. So when I go into summer, I'm going to be able to pick up a plant card. No, wrong. When I go into summer, I'm going to be able to pick up an order card, then a summer, is that summer? A summer visitor card, and then I'll be able to pick up an orange card. So right off the bat, is there anything that I want to do here in spring? Before I do that, I do have to flip over a card for the AI. So we're going to flip this over. The AI is going to do nothing. So basically, the AI is always going to go first unless I go to this spot up here that gives me the first player marker. That way I would actually be able to place one first before flipping over one of these cards. But the AI is going to do whatever season that we are in. So if this was flipped and we were on the summer season, they would place a worker onto this yellow spot here. But because we are in spring and there's no green on here, they are not going to block me from any actions, which is very good for me. So I kind of have free reign of all of the actions here. So I am going to place one of my small workers here on build one structure. I could spend this bonus token to gain this 1 coin here, but I am not going to do that. I don't get any bonus for placing here. Whenever I place down workers in the solo mode, I always have to place it in the furthest to the left spot. If the AI goes and blocks a spot, the only way for me to get to that spot is if I use my large grande worker. So that is how that works. But I am going to build a structure because, like I said, I do need to build this trellis here. So I'm going to spend 2 coins from my supply, and that's going to allow me to build the trellis. And that is what I needed to be able to plant this card here. Can't do it quite yet, but I think that is all I want to do right now. Is that all I want to do right now? I think so. Because I have 2 more workers, and I would really love to train a worker right off the bat in the first round. I always try to do that in a game of Viticulture where I try to get a few more workers so that I have them for most of the game. So I think I'm going to skip for the rest of spring and we are going to move into summer. So when we do that, we're going to move our little rooster to here. I am going to gain an order card, and this is going to be a very difficult order card. This is, I need a 3 white wine and an 8 champagne, which I cannot have a champagne or get a champagne until I get the large cellar. So that is very difficult. So we have moved on to summer. The AI is going to flip over a card again. If they had any yellow, they would do that, but we have gotten very, very lucky with them not being able to do anything thus far, which is great. And this is the next season. So I do want to plant. So I think I'm going to take my small worker. I'm going to place here on plant. This does mean that I can, if I would like, plant up to 2 cards. Obviously, I only have 1, which is not great, but I think that's okay. I'm going to place this into my value 7 field here. So that's going to be 2 of the 7 that I can fit into that field. Or maybe, should I fill up my smaller fields and like sell my larger field? I've always just gone for my large field right away, but maybe I should try to like divvy up my plants or my grapes and place them into different fields so that I can utilize harvesting more than 1 field. Maybe I will do that. So I'm going to put my Pinot into the 5 field. So I can only fit 3 more into that field. But that is everything for that action. And I don't think I want to do anything else. I could sell my 1 field if I would like. Do I want to do that? I don't think so right now. So I'm going to finish up for that season. We're going to move into fall, where I get to pick up a summer visitor. This is the novice guide. So this is gain 3 victory points, or not 3 victory points. Gain 3 coins or make up to 2 wine, which is pretty helpful. So that is that. It is now fall. So we're going to see if the AI is going to place anything in fall. They are not going to place anything in fall. And I actually don't think I'm going to do anything for fall. I could go ahead and build my structure if I wanted, but I think I might just do that at the start of my next round. And I'm going to save my money and actually train somebody. So we're going to move on to winter, which I do get an orange card. And this is the Charmat. This is, you may make sparkling wine with 1 red and 1 white. Oh, yeah. So that is champagne. I've always called it champagne, but it's technically sparkling wine. Which actually, this is really good for me. Especially with this order that I just got of the 8 sparkling wine. This allows me to, instead of having to spend 2 red grapes and 1 white grape, I can make it in 1 white grape and 1 red grape, which is great. So I'm actually thinking I might do that at some point. All right, so that is moving into winter. We're going to see what the AI is going to do in winter. They are going to block here the play 1 card. They're going to place that there. If I wanted to do that, I would have to place my grande worker, and that would allow or wouldn't allow me to get the bonus there. But like I said, I am going to be doing the pay 4 to train a worker. I'm going to place that there. I do get the bonus here, which is 1 coin. And then right away, I think I'm going to hire or train one of my special workers. So we have 2 special workers here. We have the lady special worker, which is the oracle, and then we have the man special worker here, which is the messenger. So the oracle allows me to, whenever I pick up a card, I can pick up 2, choose 1, and discard the other, which is really nice. And then the messenger allows me to place the messenger in a season in the future. And then once you get to that season, you have to kind of do whatever that worker is doing. But I do think I am going to spend 5 coins because if you want to hire one of your normal workers, it's 4. But you have to pay an additional 1 coin if you want to hire one of the special workers. So I'm going to pay 5, and I am going to right away hire my oracle just so I can get more cards that I might like better. So we're going to do that, and I believe that is everything for the first year. So that is that. I've done everything. We're just going to go through this here, which is that we are going to collect residual payment. I do not have any as of yet. We're going to discard down to 7 cards, which I have 5 cards. We're going to age any wine or grapes that we had in our vineyard, which I have none, and then we are going to retrieve our workers. So I now have 4 workers for the next round, which is great. And the AI is going to retrieve their worker, and then this is going to go back up to the top, because moving into the next year, I have to decide where I want to go. So, to be honest, I don't really need a ton of stuff. I think maybe let's do this 3 here. That way I can maybe get another plant card and plant it, possibly. Okay, so we're going to get started with the first season, which is spring. I'm going to flip this over, and the AI is going to go to place or move a star, which is not great because I was considering doing that, but it's fine. I have 1 coin. Do I want to do anything? I am going to get 1 card, so I don't really need that. The only thing that I could think of maybe doing is going and giving a tour. That would allow me to get 2 coins, and I could always spend one of my bonus tokens to get a 3rd. Because I would ultimately love to be able to build my medium cellar. So maybe we do that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to give a tour. I'm going to gain 2 coins. And then I'm going to spend one of my bonus tokens to get that 1 additional coin. So I do have 4 coins now, which is great. And that is going to be everything for me. I'm not going to do anything else. The AI is not going to do anything else, so we're going to move into summer. I'm going to pick up a plant card, which is going to be a Malvasia, which is just a 1 white wine. Okay, and then we're going to see if the AI is going to do anything in summer. They are not going to do anything in summer. Heck yes. I could play my summer visitor, which is gain 3 coins or make up to 2 wine. Can't make any wine right now. I could plant, which I actually might do that. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna plant this right away and just place that there. Is that what I want to do? Or do I want to place this in a separate vineyard? Maybe I do that. Yeah, I think that's good. So I'll put that there. And I don't think I want to do anything else. I think I'm good. So we're gonna move on to fall. Or do I want to sell? Do I want to sell my field? Sell my 7 field? Because that way, eventually, because I do want to deploy this eventually, which is the char mat, which is going to cost me 3 coins. So maybe I do that. But what else do I want to do this round? I would love to be able to harvest some fields and do that. So maybe I wait on selling my field until the next round. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. So we're gonna move on to fall. Like I said, I am going to get another summer visitor card, which this is uncertified architect, which is lose 1 victory point to build a $2 or $3 structure, or lose 2 victory points to build any structure. Oh, dang. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. Because that way I could actually build my large cellar for free if I just lost 2 victory points. The only thing is, do I want to lose 2 victory points? That's the question. Okay. So let's see if the AI is going to do anything. Of course. So they're going to block the spot, which is build any 1 structure. I do want to go there. So I probably will have to use my Grande worker, but I am going to use my Oracle. I'm going to place her on harvest 1 field, and I do get this bonus of being able to harvest an additional field. So I'm going to be able to harvest both of these fields. I'm going to get, oh shoot. That's not what I want. Maybe I do want to put them together. Because as of right now, if I do both, if I do the 1 and the 1, I'm just going to get 1 of them because you can't have more than 1 of the same level grape. So if I placed a 1 here and I got another 1, this would just be discarded. So I'm going to actually put them together like that. So I get actually a 2 white wine and a 1 red wine. That's better. Sadly, I do not get the additional, like being able to harvest another field because I don't have another field, and you can't just harvest the same field twice. So that is that. And then, like I said, I am going to take my Grande worker and I am going to build 1 structure, which is for 4 coins, going to allow me to build my medium cellar. So that's going to allow me to, in the future, be able to age my wine even further. So that is everything for fall. I am finished with fall, so we're going to move on to winter. I don't have any workers left, but the AI might do something, which they just are going to place a worker, so it doesn't really matter, but I still do it. The AI is not going to add anything. I do not get anything for moving into winter, so that is the end of that round. Collect residual payments. I do not have any. Discard down to 7 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in hand. We're going to age my wine. So I'm going to age this and my grapes. Age wine and grapes. So my 2 white is going to move into a 3. My 1 red is going to move into a 2. That is everything for aging my grapes and wine. And then I'm going to retrieve my 4 workers. Easy as that. AI is going to take their workers back. All right. That is everything for the second of 7 years. Moving into year 3, I don't have any coins. What do I want to do here? I kind of feel like maybe Let's do 5. I'm gonna do 5. So I'm gonna get a little bonus token. I'm gonna be able to choose either a summer or a winter visitor, then a winter visitor, and then I'll be able to place out a star. So that is that. We're going to move into spring. Let's see if the AI does anything in spring. They are not gonna do anything in spring. Interesting. Will I do anything in spring? That is the question. I should probably get more plant cards and kind of build up my vineyard even more. So I am going to place here, I'm going to draw 2 plant cards. Actually, I should do it with my oracle. That way I'm going to draw a card, which I get to draw 2 and choose 1. Ooh, yuck. I don't have irrigation, but I will need irrigation with both of these. So that's going to be something that I have to deal with. So I'm going to get to this Cabernet Sauvignon. So that's going to be the first one. And then I get to do an additional pick up 1 card. So I get to pick up another 2, choose 1, discard the other. And, ooh. I think I will do this one here, which will get me 2. This is 4. So that one is a Syrah. The other one was a Chardonnay, but it needs both of them, the trellis and, which technically I could do because I'm gonna need the irrigation for this too, but I won't be able to place these both in the same field. I'd have to place them in 2 different fields. But I think I don't need any more white wine. I might, but I'm gonna skip it for now and get these 2. So they're both reds. One's gonna give me 4 red. One's gonna give me 2 red. Okay. So that is that. I don't have any money. I can, like I said, I have that one. Which one was it? I have the uncertified architect, which I could lose 2 victory points to build any structure I'd want. But that's going to be in the next round. Or I could possibly play 2 cards. Lose 1 victory point to build a 2 or 3 structure, so I could build my irrigation with that. And then this here would allow me to maybe gain some coins or some wine. I think I'm done with spring. I think I need to utilize more of my visitor cards. So I think I might play some visitor cards in this next round, unless the AI goes there. But I think I'm done with everything here. So I'm gonna move into summer. I am gonna pick up another summer visitor card, see if I can get something interesting, which is broker, which is pay 9 coins to gain 3 victory points or lose 2 victory points to gain 6 coins. Holy, okay. So that is that. I do have a lot of cards in my hand, so I'm going to have to try to play some of these visitor cards so I don't have to discard many of them. Let's check out here what the AI is going to do. Hopefully they don't play visitor cards. Heck yes. The AI is not doing anything here. So I am going to play here. I'm going to gain the 1 coin bonus. And then I am going to spend 1 of my bonus tokens to play a second visitor card. So I have 3 summer visitor cards here. I think I'm going to play this here, which is the Novice Guide. I think I'm going to play this one to make up to 2 wine. So I'm going to make a 3 white wine and a 2 red wine. Is that what I want to do, or do I want to get coins? Yeah, I think I'm actually going to get coins. I'm taking that back. I'm not making wine. I'm going to get 3 coins. That way I can possibly in the next round play out my Charmat, because that's going to allow me to make some of my sparkling wine for less grapes. So that is the first card that I'm playing. The second card that I'm playing, this is a little bit of a crazy move, but I am going to lose 2 victory points, 1, 2, to build any structure. And I am going to build my large cellar. So I now have both my medium cellar and my large cellar, which is a little bit crazy. Is that what you want to do, Jenna? Because I could actually, hold up, maybe instead of that, I love how I'm doing things and taking back every single action. It's okay. So instead of losing 2 victory points, I'm going to lose 1 victory point and build a $2 or $3 structure, which I'm going to build my irrigation. That's what I'm going to do. That's a better situation for that, because I do have this card here, which is the Master Vintner, which is going to allow me to upgrade my cellar to the next level at a $2 discount. So instead of paying 6 coins, I'll be able to pay 4 coins in order to do this, which I do have 4 coins. So I feel like that's almost a better way to do it. The only thing is I'm going to need coins to deploy my Charmat. So maybe I should have just done that. Whatever, it's fine. I think that's probably a better situation for me to be in. Okay, so then I think I am going to plant some stuff as well. So I'm going to place here. I'm going to be able to plant 2 things, which is great, because now I do have my irrigation and my trellis. So I am going to plant both my Cabernet Sauvignon as well as my Syrah here. This is a 6 value field. I could actually, do I want to place, maybe I do my Syrah here, because that's going to be my 5 field, which that would make a 3 red and a 2 white. So yeah, maybe I do that instead. I think that's a better way to do it. Okay, so I planted 2 things, and I think I am done with summer. I got a lot of stuff done in summer. We love to see it. So we're gonna move on to fall. So I'm gonna move this. I am going to get 1 winter visitor card, which is the Enologist, which is age all your wine in your cellar twice, or pay 3 coins to upgrade your cellar to the next level. Oh, snap. Okay, so we have a few things that will allow me to upgrade my cellar for cheaper, which is great. Okay, so we're into fall. I don't know if I'm going to do anything in fall, but let's see if the AI is going to do anything. Wow, so we have gotten very lucky with the AI not really doing much in this game. But I do have, do I want to, oh, you know what? You know what's funny? I have always thought that this spot here said deploy. So I thought that that was how you placed out one of your cards, your structure cards over here. Funny story, it doesn't say deploy, it says destroy. So if you want to destroy one of these cards, you can place a worker over here. So I might actually do that, or do I? No, I want to play one of these. It's kind of pointless for me to do that right now. Do I harvest a field? This would get me a 2, a 3, and then a 4. That's actually pretty nice. I think no, because I only have 1 worker left. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on fall. So we are going to move into winter, which allows me to place one of these stars out. And wherever I place a star out, I get a card. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will get a card. I'm thinking about possibly playing a card in winter, so I'm gonna go here. That's going to allow me to pick up another order card whenever, nope, it's only when I use the oracle. So I only just get to pick up one card here. And this is 3 red and 3 white. I feel like I can easily do that. All right. So that is everything for that. We're going to go into winter. I do want to play a card, so hopefully the AI does not do that. They are not. They are going to train. So they're going to place there. I am going to take this grande worker. That's going to go here. That will get the bonus of getting 1 coin. And then I can play 1, or I could possibly play 2 if I use this bonus token. I think my best option here, age all your wine in your cellar twice. I have no wine in my cellar. Or pay 3 coins to upgrade your cellar to the next level. I think that's probably my best bet there. This one, upgrade your cellar to the next level at a $2 discount, so I'd have to pay 1 coin more. Or age 1 wine and fulfill 1 order. I think I will keep that for that second option, and I'm going to use this one here. So I'm going to pay 3 coins, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to pay 3 coins to upgrade to the next level. So I now have my medium and my large cellar. Yay! Woohoo! We're doing well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I do have 6 left. I do not have any more workers left, so that is everything for me, everything for the AI. So that is everything for the round. We're going to collect residual payments, which I have none. Discard down to 7 cards. We have 6 cards. We're going to age our wine and our grapes. So I have a 4 and a 3. And then retrieving our workers. I will say that I probably should train another worker soon. The AI literally did 1 thing this round. So moving on to year number 4. We're on year number 4. And I think I should be able to maybe fulfill an order this year, which I think would be nice. I think I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to number 6 or to number 2. I think I'm going to go 6. So we're going to go 6. That's going to get me a victory point, another winter visitor card, and I'm going to be able to age all of my grapes, which that means that I am going to try to harvest this round in fall. Starting off with spring. I don't know why I just tapped the board like that, but starting out with spring, the AI is going to go to drawing plant cards, which I think I'm okay with that because I am not doing that. I think I am going to go here and I'm going to place one of my stars. And I think, actually, do I want to do this? Because the only other place that I can place stars is over here. I can spend one of my tokens to place a second star if I would like. I think I will place a star here. That's going to get me 2 coins. And then I'm going to pay one of my bonus tokens to place a second star. And I am going to place it here on this area. And that's going to allow me to pick up another order card. And this is going to need a 4 red wine and a 4 rosé. Okay. And then I will say right now I am going to pay 3 coins. 1, 2, 3. And I am going to place down my char mat. And this is going to get me 1 victory point. So I'm going to put that up. I believe I get it right away when I place that down. And that's going to allow me to, instead of paying 2 red wine and 1 white wine to make a sparkling wine, I only have to pay 1 red wine and 1 white wine to make that. So that'll be easier for me to make the sparkling wine, which is nice. Okay, so that is everything there. I think I'm done with spring, so we're going to move on to summer. AI is going to go to plant, which is okay because I'm not going to go there. And I actually don't think I'm going to do anything in summer. The only summer visitor card that I have is paying 9 coins to gain 3 victory points, or losing 2 victory points to get 6 coins. And I don't want to do either of those things. I don't want to do this. I do not want to do this. I could do this, but I don't think I want to right now. But maybe next round I could sell this 7 field and then possibly actually use this broker card, spend 9 coins to gain 3 victory points. That actually might be pretty good. But I think for now I am going to skip summer. Oops, I just realized I needed to move forward. I would gain 1 coin there, or 1 victory point, sorry. And then we are going to move into fall. So I'm going to get 1 winter visitor card. This is draw 2 summer visitor cards and gain 1 coin, or fulfill 1 order and gain 1 extra victory point. That's kind of nice. So I do have a few winter visitor cards that do allow me to fulfill orders, which is nice. But that is everything for me moving here. We're going to see where the AI is going to go in fall. Ugh, yuck. They're going to draw, and they are also going to make up to 2 wine. So they're going to go here, which is not great. I am going to go with my small worker here. I'm going to harvest a field. So I'm going to harvest this field here to get a 4 wine. And then I am going to harvest a second field as well, which is the bonus for where I went. And that's going to get me a 3 red, which that's going to be downgraded to a 2 because I already have one on the 3. And then I am going to do a 2 white as well. Do I want to use my grande worker to make some wine? Probably. So I'm going to use my grande worker to go here. And I'm going to make some wine, which with my orders here, I need... Which do I want to do first? This one is probably a good one to do. And I need an 8 sparkling wine. So I could, so let's do that. I'm going to do 4 and 4. 4 and 4. That's going to get me the 8 sparkling wine. That's going to get discarded. Oh, shoot. Maybe I don't want to do that one quite yet, because I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay, let's put this back, because I'm not going to be able to get the 3 white if I do that. So maybe we work towards getting these ones. So I need a 4 blush or rosé. So we're going to do that. And then a 4 red. So we'll do that. And then I also need 3 and 3. So I'm just going to make this into a 3 red, and I'm going to make this into a 4 white. Cool. So I'll be able to achieve both of these if I am able to, which I am not able to, but it is okay. Or I could possibly be able to. We will see. That is everything for me there. Unfortunately, I did not work this out correctly because now I am going to go into winter, and it says age all my grapes, which I do not have any grapes to age, which is not good, actually. I kind of like wasted that ability. So I should have maybe thought that through and done something else, but it's okay. Everything is okay. So we're going to flip over, see where the AI is going to go. They are not going to go anywhere. Heck yes. But I only have 1 worker. So I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take my oracle. I'm going to go here. That is going to get me 1 coin. And then I am going to pay my bonus token to be able to play 2 winter cards. So this first one here, I'm going to be able to age 1 of my wine and fulfill 1 thing. So it doesn't really matter what I age. because I think I can afford everything. So I'm just going to age my blush or my rosé. And then I'm going to fulfill that order, which is a 4 rosé and a 4 red. That's going to get me 1, 2, 3, 4 victory points. It's going to get me 1 residual payment. And then this gets discarded. This gets discarded. And then second order here I can fulfill, which is a 3 white wine and a 3 red wine. That's going to get me 1, 2, 3 victory points, 1 more residual payment, and then I get an extra victory point for fulfilling this one. So that is done. That is done. And now I only have 3 cards left in my hand. Okay, so that's good. Look at us go. That is everything for that round. The AI did not do anything. So we're going to go into collecting residual payments. I do get 2 coins. 1, 2. And then discard down to 7. We only have 3. Age any wine or grapes. I have none. And then we're going to retrieve my workers. Don't you need to be on the build one structure space to build a structure card? Is that how it works? I actually should probably look that up. I was very confused with how to build structure cards, but it would make sense to have to be on the build a structure in order to build a structure card. To build a structure card from your hand, place a worker on a build one structure activation space. Oh my gosh, Jenna. This is why always look up rules. For some reason, I could not remember how you play those structure cards. I thought that you had to place a worker here, but no, that's to destroy a card. Okay, well that's fine. So I'm actually just going to not do this. I'm going to take this back. I did not utilize this ability because I do still have the one that I'm utilizing that ability for. So I'm just going to take that back. I'm going to put myself down 1 victory point, and then I get 1, 2, 3 coins back. There we go. Thank you so much, Fenhorn, for letting me know that. We are back up to the top, and we are starting our 5th year? 5th, 6th, 7th? Yeah. So we're starting our 5th year. I am, getting pretty close to them. We will see how I do by the end of the game. But we are going to start off by selecting which one of these I want to do with. I think I'm going to go here. That's going to get me a bonus token. And then I am going to gain just 1 coin in summer. Okay, so now that we are here, I do need to check to see what the AI is going to do. They are not doing anything in spring, so that is good. I don't think I want to do any more planting. I think I'm good with what I have here. I could build 1 structure, which then I could actually build my Charmat. Do I want to do that? I have 7 coins. I would love to be able to use the broker, just spending 9 coins to get 3 victory points. So maybe I build 1 structure. Or do I just build that structure over here, maybe? I could sell my field. That would get me a lot of coins. But then I'm using one of my workers to do that, which is not ideal. I could place if I would like. What do I want to do this round? I would ultimately love to be able to play my Charmat here. I would love to be able to use the broker possibly. The broker would allow me to get some victory points. and then maybe harvest my field, make some wine. Harvest field and make wine is already 2 workers, so I'd only be able to do 2 other things, which could be building a structure and then selling my field. And then on the next round, I could use the broker. I think that might be good. So I'm going to use my 1 worker here. I'm going to build 1 structure. I'm going to spend 3 coins. 3 coins to build my charmat. And then that is everything for that round. We are then going to move into summer. I do gain 1 coin back. The AI is going to plant, which is fine. It's not what I'm going to do. I am then going to place here. This is going to get me 1 victory point, and I'm going to sell my field, which I don't know where my field cards are. Are these them? There we go. I'm going to sell my 7 field. So that is going to get me 7 coins. So I do have lots of money, which we love to see. And I think that's going to be everything for that round. I'm not going to spend my bonus token. Okay, we're going to move into fall. I think fall is where I'm going to do my other 2 actions, but we will see. The AI is going to draw, which I'm okay with that because we are going to harvest 1 field. So I'm going to harvest my 6th field to get me a 4. And then because I'm on this space here, I get to harvest another field. So this is going to harvest my 3 red and then my 2 white. Good, good. And then I don't really want to make wine. Shoot, how the heck am I going to make all of the wine that I need? You may make wine with 1 red and 1 white. So I could 7, 8, 9. I could make a 9 sparkling wine. That might be what I do. I'm not going to be able to fulfill this anyway, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place here, make up to 2 wine tokens. So I'm going to make 7, 8, 9 sparkling wine. That is it. Because even if I did that, it would have been 4, 4, and 2. It would have only been a 6. And you can't make a 6 sparkling wine. So I had to do all 3 of them. Okay. So that is everything for my wine. Unfortunately, I can only make 1 wine, but that is okay. So we're going to move into winter. I do not have any more workers, so it's just the AI. They're going to place on sell 1 wine token, and then that's going to be the end of the round. So we're going to get residual payment, which I'm going to get another 2 coins. I am made of money, holy manoli. Discard down to 7 cards, I only have 3. Age your wine and grapes, I don't have any of those. And then retrieve our workers. Maybe I should have trained another worker. I probably would have been getting more done if I would have trained more workers. I think it's honestly a little bit too late now to train workers. But moving into the next round, I can go here. This is going to then get me an additional worker for this round. But I can't get him yet. I don't get him until I go into summer. All right, so for spring, let's see what the AI does. They are going to build 1 structure as well as give a tour. I think I'm going to place on here. That's going to allow me to place a star. Do I want... I think I'll go here. This is going to allow me to pick up a winter visitor card. This is the laborer. Harvest up to 2 fields or make up to 3 wine. You may lose 1 victory point to do both. That's nice to have. Okay. And then I think I'm going to spend one of my bonus tokens to place out another star. And I'm going to place it in the same spot. And that's going to get me another winter visitor card, which is the crusher. Gain 3 coins and draw 1 summer visitor card, or draw 1 order card and make up to 2 wine. Ooh, that's what I will be doing. Okay, so that is everything there. I think that's everything for me for spring. So we're gonna move into summer. I get to get the additional gray worker, and then we're going to see what the AI is going to do. Ooh, they are doing 2 things. They are playing and they are selling a field. So, unfortunately, if I want to play my broker card, I am going to have to play my grande worker. But, like, I'm not really in any rush to play my broker. It's just going to get me 3 victory points by spending coins. So maybe I just hold off. Don't waste it here. And do something else. I think that's probably my best bet. So we're just going to... Do I want to do anything? Because the worst case scenario would be that I use my grande worker here and then they end up taking a spot that I want somewhere else. Because this is going to, if I play this, harvest up to 2 fields or make up to 3 wine. I could lose a victory point to do both. I just would hate if they went to the fill order spot, because there's no other way for me to fill an order. So I think I'm just going to leave it there. I think I'm going to skip out on playing it for now, and then that'll be everything there. So I'm going to move on to the next season. So I'm going to be able to gain 1 card, which I think I'm just going to gain another order card. Boom. Okay. Another order that's pretty easy. 3 red, 1 white. Okay, let's see what the AI is going to do in fall. Nothing. Okay, so they're not going to do anything in fall. So that means that I can do some stuff. All right. So I am going to, for sure, harvest a field. I am going to harvest both of my fields. So I'm going to do a 4 red, a 3 red, as well as a 2 white. Okay. And then I am going to go here. I'm going to make up to 2 wine tokens. I guess I'm just going to have to make a 2, and then wait until it goes to the next. So we're going to make a 2, and then, oh, that really sucks. And then a 3. And then I could make 1 additional wine if I would like. Do I want to make a 4? Sure, let's make a 4. All right, so, oh, this is not good. I'm gonna have to like really hope that I can do other things. I guess I do have one here that allows me draw 1 and make up to 2 wine. I think I'm gonna go with my oracle, and I'm gonna draw some order cards. So because it's my oracle, I get to draw 2. choose one, discard the other. Ooh, yuck. I don't like either of these. I'll take this one. Maybe I'll be able to do that one. And then I am going to do a second one so I can draw 2. And I will just grab this one and hope that maybe I can do one of them this round at least. And I don't think I can do any of them because they all need white wine and I need this white wine for this one. I could have done that. Dang it. So I think that's going to be everything for me for fall. So we're going to move on to the last season, which is winter. Flip over. The AI is only going to be able to do one of these, which is going to be the highest one here, which they are going to train because they do not have any more workers. And you always just do whatever the highest one is. So that is that. So can I fulfill an order? My thing is that I need this white wine here because this is then going to get aged once and that's going to then be enough to be able to do this one here, which is going to get me 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to get me 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can beat them. Okay, so I'm going to go here. This is going to get me a coin. And I'm going to play out this card here, which is harvest up to 2 fields or make up to 3 wine. You may lose 1 coin to do both. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to harvest 2 fields. So I'm going to get my 4 again, and then I'm going to get my 3 again, and I'm going to get my 2 again. Okay. This is going to get discarded. I'm not going to lose a victory point to do both because I'm just going to harvest. And then do I want to play any of these? Gain 1 coin for each card in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I just get another 7 coins? That's wild. I don't think I should do that. Okay, I think I'm fine. I don't think I'm going to do anything. I guess I could do that. I'm going to play the Crusher. Actually, no, because then I would have to play my bonus token. I think I'm going to save my bonus token for the next round. So I'll have 2 bonus tokens to be able to possibly use in the next round. So I think I'm good with that. I think I'm going to end the round there. So then we're going to collect our residual payments. So I get 2 coins. I have so much money. Discard down to 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have exactly 7 cards. We're going to age all of our wine and grapes. So all of these are going to get aged by 1. Boom, boom. Okay. And then we're going to retrieve our workers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a lot of wine now, so I should be able to complete some orders. I am first player this round because I am going to take this spot here. So I do get to place a worker first on all of these seasons, which is going to be good. Okay. We're going to move on to the last round. All right, so like I said, I do get first play. I am first player now instead of the AI. So, first thing, I really have to make sure that I'm giving myself enough workers for everything that I want to do. Because I do want to try to fulfill at least 2 things. I do want to do this. The only thing is, am I going to be able to fulfill 2 things? The only way that I'm going to be able to fulfill 2 things is if I get a card that allows me to do so. Shoot. Well, at least right now I know that I want to play this card with that. I want to achieve or fulfill that order. And I should be able to fulfill... I won't be able to fulfill this order, but I should be able to fulfill... I can't fulfill that one. So the only one that I can fulfill is this one here. But in order to fulfill this one, I do need to make some wine, which this one would allow me to make wine. So I'd love to be able to then do that as well, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. Okay. So 1 worker, 2 worker, maybe 3 worker, but I can't, there's no way for me to get a winter card, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So let's think of other ways that we can gain victory points. One is, oh, I could, no, I've already done that. So I could do this. Ooh, I could also do this. So maybe I just don't do anything here. So I think I'm gonna skip out on spring. The AI is going to go to give a tour, and they're also going to place, so that's fine. We're gonna move into summer. I get first placement here, so I am gonna place one of my small workers here. That's going to get me 1 coin. And then I am going to play this summer visitor card, which is pay 9 coins. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins. And that's going to allow me to gain 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. This gets discarded. I could play another visitor card, but I do not have one. I think I'm going to go here with a worker. Trade 1 for 1. So I'm going to discard 2 cards to gain a victory point, because I'm not going to be able to do these 2 order cards. And then I could spend a bonus in order to do another one. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend a bonus token. I'm going to spend 3 coins to gain another victory point. Okay, so that's everything there. I think that's going to be everything for me there. So we're going to see what the AI is going to do there. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have been able to do this yet until the AI went. They are going to go here, which they can't. So I was able to go there. Okay. So then we're going to move into fall. I don't think I'm going to do anything in fall. Because again, I can't do anything there. Okay, so I'm going to skip out on fall. AI is going to harvest 1 field as well as build 1 structure. We're going to move into winter, where I am immediately going to go here. I'm going to fulfill this order finally, which is a 8 sparkling. I have a 9 and a 3 white. I do have a 3 white. This is going to get me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 victory points. I do get 1, 2 residual payment I am so close, and I'm going to be so sad. I'm not going to be able to beat them. I might be able to do that. We will see. But that's only going to get me to tied with them. No! At least I'm still so close. So much closer than last time that I played this. All right. So that is that. The AI is then going to do nothing. Okay. So then I'm not going to be able to fulfill anything else, sadly. So I can maybe just play a winter visitor card, or I could sell one wine token. Oh, you know what? I can spend this bonus token to get one additional victory point for that order. Okay. I'm not going to be able to place my last star, sadly. So I am going to go here. I'm going to place my Grande Worker here. That's going to get me another coin. And I am going to play this here, which is I can gain 1 coin for each card in my hand, or I can discard my hand, minimum of 1 card, to gain 2 victory points. So I am going to play this. I'm going to discard my hand because I'm not going to be able to play these anyways. That's going to get me 2 victory points. But unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be enough. So I am in the lead, but we still do have to play out this area control here. So we're going to go through the last thing. We are finished with this round. I don't really think I have to go through any of the cleanup things. I don't think any of that matters. The only thing that matters is this here. So we are tied in these 3 locations. So the AI is just going to get victory points for this, 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 and this. So they are going to get 2, 4, 5, 6 victory points, sadly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't get anything because I'm not beating them anywhere, sadly. So I ended with a score of 26, and the AI ended with a score of 31. So anyways, friends, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing me play Viticulture with the Tuscany expansion. A huge shout out to Stonemaier Games for sponsoring today's stream and working with me all throughout 2025. I appreciate you guys being here, and yeah, I love you guys so much. Remember, your sandwich is reading a smile. That's on my leg now, which is pretty exciting. And yes, I will see you guys in another stream. Bye, friends.